Morning, Abby. Morning, Caroline.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You had a busy week so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing the PSAT or PACT or
Um the PSAT I didn't get the email about it, so I wasn't able to sign up for it in time.
Oh shoot. That stinks. They'll have another one next year though, right?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Good morning, everybody who I wasn't able to catch. Alex, what is your picture about? It's like a bird with a hat. Is that like a music symbol or
It's
something?
a plague doctor.
And what is the significance there?
I don't know. I just like them. I've had this
Yeah.
profile picture for years.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting, story about them and how they used to wear those masks. And do you know any significance of why it was a bird, looking like a bird?
Not really. No.
No. Okay. Do you want to be a doctor?
No. I
Oh,
just
okay.
like plague doctors.
That's interesting. Oh, funny. Okay, well, I'll give it till 37 and then we'll go ahead and get started this morning. Callie, where were you yesterday? I needed you in parenting. I was lost without you. Oh no. Well, if you want to talk later, like at the end of class about what we did yesterday, just let me know. Because I can give you the 411 on it if you need it. Well, we were doing a group thing, and that's why I had you in a group. Okay, enough of chitter chatter. We are going to go ahead and get started this morning. I'll just kind of give you the rundown of the week real quick. So, today we're going to work on the the third part of our web quest, which is the PowerPoint slides. The review sheet I'm going to give out today as well. And then Thursday is going to be Thursday will be your test. And the PowerPoint and the review sheet will be due on that day. I won't be doing any type of cooking this week just because of our test kind of gets in the way of that. I do want you to do a survey this morning, so I'm going to direct you to where you can find that, and then I'd like you to fill it out. And the warm-up. So I guess we'll get started with that right now. Let me get into your Google Classroom and pull that out for you. So the new warm-up period is October 12th through the 22nd. So don't forget to date those warm-ups as you write them. It's just easier to kind of keep track of them. And yeah, don't forget to use caps and ends in your complete sentences. So, okay, here we go. Remember, you are only doing the nutrition 1 question. And remember that FBI means foodborne illness. It doesn't have anything to do with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's a government organization for safety, and it's not the FBI that I refer to. in this unit. So, okay, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, start your warm up. About 1 more minute. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Okay, time's up. Just to give you a heads up, conferences are tonight between 2:45 and 5:45, and also Thursday. So if your parents are interested in coming, they'll probably have to sign up for Thursdays because I think the window for Tuesdays is closed. But just FYI on that one. If you guys could go into your Google Classroom and go to the stream, there is a survey here that I'd like you to take a few minutes to fill out. It's mainly about my class only, so just kind of make it specific to that. Answer honestly, it's not going to tell me who you are or anything like that, but it's just to kind of help me out and give me some direction. So if you could be specific and honest, that would be great. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to fill that out. And then when you come back into the class after doing that, give me a 1 in the chat, just indicating that you've completed it so I know I can go on to the next thing. Okay. Landon, you just came in. We're going to Google Classroom. We already did the warm up for today, but in the stream on Google Classroom, there's a survey I'd like you to go in and fill out and just answer it as honestly as you can. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cameron, how did you finish that so fast?
When my warm up, like it was like during like my warm up, I got on it.
Dang, you're Speedy Gonzalez. So is Skylar. Wow, you guys are fast. Okay, so just a couple things to address in the chat. I am going to do, for as far as late work, I'm going to go all the way up to the test day, which is Thursday, and you get full credit for any missing or late work up until that time. And then then Friday it's going to be half credit, and then Monday 0. And then the end of the 9 weeks is that next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday is the end of the 9 weeks. So, yeah, Logan was asking about the missing work and things like that. So up until Thursday, I've been taking everything full credit. If you look at your Power School, which you should probably be doing in the next couple of days, just to, double check, because sometimes you turn things in. Like for me personally, if somebody turns something in after I grade it, usually I get a notification that'll say so and so turned this in late. And I don't worry about the lateness, but sometimes, like, let's say I was grading something and the deadline was at 11:59 that day, and I was grading the papers and putting them in, I may not go back, only because it's not going to notify me that you turned it in. So just, for your own, you're one person that has 6 classes. So you should go through each class and just make sure I turned it in, or if something's a 0, go back and see why it's a 0. Because if you turned it in, you want to get credit for that. So it's kind of your turn to be an advocate for yourself and go back and just make sure everything is as it should be. So if I gave you half credit on something right at the beginning, I'm willing to go back and give you full credit. Like for example, the selfie, as long as you did everything. And I think I gave full credit on it anyway, even if you turned it in late. But maybe like the My Job, Your Job, maybe I gave some of you half credit because it was late, and that was before I started accepting everything late. So just, in the next couple days, take a moment and go into Power School and just make sure, the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. And then if not, just let your teacher know. Say, hey, I was looking at this, I turned it in. Could you take a double check at it? That's all I need. I'm not sure what other teachers would want, but, just communication that, I need to look at something again, or, along those lines. So, but if you're going to turn it in late, it does notify me that it's late. And I usually go right from my email into Power School, and I just change it right away so that I don't forget. And I usually get 50 emails a day, so I don't like things building up, and so I like to take care of it ASAP. So that's just me. As far as the illnesses go, Caroline, I'm going to talk about that again today. So hopefully I'll answer your question. And if not, either put something in the chat specific or unmic yourself and just say, hey, Ms. Epka, this was my question, so that I can make sure I address it. Okay, so here we go. I'm still sharing my screen as far as I know at this point. And so I am going to just go right into it. So if we go into the unit and we go up to the CSI food felons and you go to your worksheet. Oh, shoot, this isn't the one I wanted. Sorry. Let me back that up a minute. I'm going to go to this. You're going to go to the case, the clues in your study. And one person emailed me and couldn't find the cases, and this is where they are. Okay, so if you just went into step 2, this is where all the cases are, and you just click on one, remember, and it opens it up. Okay. And you have to do 3 of these. So I've had some people that have done more, but the requirement is 3. So, all right. So then we go 2 more clicks and we're on the clues. And this is where you're going to put in, oops, that's a little too big. So this is where you put in your case number, the victim's name, what they ordered, their interview, the cook's interview, and then this is where you're the criminal investigator and you're now looking and observing all the clues. So you kind of go back and look at all the clues. And then in this box, you're going to put what did all of the sickness. Was it botulism? Was it salmonella? Was it listeria? So in these last boxes, that's where you make your observation and you look at all the clues and then come to a conclusion as to what got everybody sick. Okay. And that's what I thought Caroline's question was. But let me show you what you're doing today, and then it, you know, could be on the next page. So, all right, so on the next page, this is what I want you to work on today in class. You're gonna do a presentation. I'm old, so I would probably use Google Slides. But there's other types of platforms out there that you can use for presentations, Prezi, Powtoons, SlideShare, Glockster. I'm not familiar with many of those, but you know, they are platforms. If you like using those kinds of things, I'm sure they offer different types of tools. But if it was me personally, I would use Google Slide, and I would either use one slide and I'd have these 3 questions answered on the slide. And then it does require you to have 3 pictures. So pictures, I would say, would be like, you know, going into images online and maybe looking up if one of your culprits is listeria. I would look that up and go to images and find an image that, you know, is a picture of listeria. Okay. There is a way to get free images so that you don't have to worry about the copyright. But if you're going to not worry about that, then you're going to need to cite it on probably your last slide. Just keep that in mind. So you can do these 3 questions on one slide 3 times, or you can make 3 slides for each question, and then you would have 9 slides. And then there was another page that I had on there that in Google Classroom, but I just deleted it because we're just not going to have time for it. So one worksheet or one thing to do, you don't have to worry about. So I will take questions on this now, though. So if you have a question, you can either unmic or you can put it in the chat. So I'll wait like a minute and see if there's anyone that has questions about that. And then Caroline, maybe in the chat, you could put yes or no if I answered your question. Okay, so Caroline, can you be more specific? I'm not sure what you mean. On what assignment?
I'm talking about the warm-ups.
Oh, no, you do not have, because you only did 3, remember? 3 cases.
Yeah.
So you only would have to list 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was thinking you were talking about the assignment. Okay, so if there's no questions on that, I'm going to now show you the next thing that you need to do. So you can work on one or the other. They're both due on the same day. But we do have a test coming up. So if you go into Google Classroom and you go to backtrack through safety and sanitation, this says test Thursday, October 15th, all work due in this unit by Friday, October 16th for full credit. Okay, so it looks like I pushed it to Friday. Any work turned in after that date will be reduced to half credit October 19th and October 20 equaling 0. So you do have till Friday. I was thinking it was Thursday, but you have till Friday. Okay, and then you're going to do the backtrack. So basically, I think I made you a copy. I would like all your answers highlighted, and they do need to be in complete sentences with caps and ends. There'll be points taken off if they are not done that way. But these are really good questions that get you kind of prepared for the test. And there's 20 of them. So I'm going to do a session for you guys. If you want the answer key, I'm going to do a session on Wednesday. Shoot, I don't think I can do the Wednesday. I will do a review session. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Let's say Wednesday from 3 to 4. On Wednesday, I will be in this meet. No, I won't be in this meet because I got to do it for a third hour. Okay, so it'll be my office hours. These aren't my office hours, people, but just to go over this review page, it'll be Wednesday from 3 to 4 in my office hours, and you can find that on my WIP. Or you can email me, hey, Miss Ebka, I need the link to get into your office hours. So it's going to be Wednesday from 3 to 4. And I will be there and I will be going over the review sheet. Okay, so if you want to make sure your answers are right so that when you're studying Wednesday night for the test for Thursday, you're not studying everything incorrectly. So again, that'll be Wednesday from 3 to 4. I will be in my office hours, even though I don't have office hours at that time. But I will be there waiting, and anybody that wants to go over this worksheet just to make sure you're all good to go, I will be there on Wednesday. Okay? Anybody have questions on that? Okay, Wednesday, 3 to 4, office hours. Okay. So let me look at the chat, make sure we're all good. Okay, so what you're gonna do and work on right here with me is the review sheet and your Google Slides. Okay. If you get those done, turn them in, and then Thursday will be your test. And then Wednesday will be office hours from 3 to 4 if you want the review sheet to, get the right answers as far as you completed it, but want to know if it's correct for study. So if you have a question, put it in the chat. Otherwise, you can stick right around here and work on your assignments, and I'll be here if you have questions or concerns or anything I can help you with. And if you have a question, you can either unmic at this time or you can put something in the chat so I can address it if need be. If you came in late today, we did a survey on the stream of Classroom, and you just need to go in there and just be as honest as you can be. Your emails and things are not recorded. It's an anonymous survey. So anyway, let's see. So Caroline, I can do it anytime, it's only going to take me like 5 minutes. So you just name the time and I'll go to office hours, and so will you, and we'll meet up and we'll do like a 5-minute quick session on, and if you get it done today, we could, let's see, Tuesday, I have office hours from 11 to noon. So if you worked on it today first thing and got it done, then we could meet at 11 to 12, or, I'm just willing to meet anytime if you need to go over it. So just give me a time, a day and a time, and I'll show up. So you just let me know what works best for you. And you can just email me and I'll get that. But anyone else is, free to do that as well. I mean, it's only going to take us 5 minutes to kind of go over it. So.
Mazepka.
Sorry, Ramos. Do you need to know what's happening?
Yes, please. My
Okay.
alarm will not go off. My sister had to wake me up.
Okay, so we talked about this last time where we were doing the PowerPoint or Google Slides for our FBI's foodborne illnesses, and the clue sheet was due today. So you're going to go into PowerPoint and answer those 3 questions or Google Slides about your 3 cases, and so it's 3 questions per case. So you actually are going to answer the questions 9 times, but you can either do it 1 case on each slide, or you can do 1 question on each slide. So that's what we're working on. And then in Google Classroom, we have a review sheet that's due Thursday, and it's all about the test. And I'm offering an extra office hour on Wednesday from 3 to 4. If you're interested in showing up and just going over the review sheet so you can make sure that you have the right answers and you're studying the right information. So I can be more specific if that does not help you or you need more from me. I can present you my screen and kind of show you what we're doing, if that would be more helpful.
Could you present your screen, please?
Yep, I sure can. Okay. So my mousey will work here. Okay. So I'm just going to start Aiden exactly where I started today to just show you kind of what we did. So we went on the stream and we took this survey. Okay, you can do that anytime. Then I did the warm-up, and the warm-up is in a classroom under warm-ups, as it always is right here. Okay. Then I went to excuse me, the Food Felons website, and I went to, I did 3 clicks. So there's 1, 2, 3. And this gives you the, oops, I guess I got to do 1 more. So it's, okay. So this is where you're going to do your presentation on Google Slides probably. And you are going to answer these questions about each case that you investigated. So if you did, let me grab my paper here. If you did, let's say you did, if I can find it here. Hello. Okay, so let's say you did case number 1, Kieran, and you found out, let's just say that the criminal was Campylobacter. Okay, so that would be the person who committed the crime. Why did it happen? So you go back and look at all the facts. And then on one of the sheets, I think it was your felony, your food felony, you talked about preventions. So if it was the Campylobacter, then you go to your preventions and you figure out what you had to do to prevent that from happening, and you put that on the slide. So basically, you're just using all the information that you've already researched and just putting it on a slide as you answer the questions, and then just go back and look at your information and put it in there. I was saying that you could do each question on a slide. So if you did it that way, you'd have 9 slides, or you can put the 3 questions on 1 slide and then you'll have 3 slides. But you're doing it for each case that you did, and the requirement was 3. Okay. And then you also have to have 3 images. So like I was saying that you could do you know, if like one of your criminals was listeria, just go on your images and look up listeria, get a picture of what that would look like and put it on your slide. If you don't get a free image, you'll have to cite it, and you can do that on, you know, on your last slide or something like that, or cite it right there on the page, whatever, however you would like to do it. And then the next thing I talked about was the review sheet, and that is right here, backtrack through the safety and sanitation chapter. And this just is saying that all your work is due by Friday to get full credit. And then on Monday of that next week, it's going to be half, and then Tuesday 0. And then next Friday is actually the end of the quarter. So all work would have to be in for full credit on Friday, and then Monday half, and then Tuesday 0. But anyway, this is the backtrack. It does have to have highlighted answers, and you do have to have them in complete sentence if you want full credit. And this is the sheet that I'm going to meet on Wednesday from 3 to 4 if you, you know, want to go over it as far as, you know, having the right answers to study correctly. So that is the rundown. If I can answer anything more for you, Aiden, let me know. Or if you have a question, let me know.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. How's everyone doing? Is there questions out there or anything I can answer for you? We got about 5 minutes left, so I just want to make sure that before you leave that you have all your questions answered and that you know the expectation and things like that. Anybody? You're all set. You can head out.
When
But
is due?
what? Which one?
The slides.
That one is due before you come to class on Wednesday. And so is the review sheet.
Thursday?
What's that?
You mean Thursday?
Yes, sorry, yes.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna just stick around and work until 35, or are you like sleeping, or what? You're too engrossed in what you're doing?
I honestly didn't know people left. I honestly didn't.
You can go if you'd like. You got 4 minutes, but you can stay and work if you want.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Aiden. Natalia, are you still there? Okay, your mic must not work, huh? Or you just don't want to reply. Okay. Well, you can go if you want. You can stay till 35 too if you need to. Bye.